Hello. Hi. Yes, you. I don't know what I'm saying. Well, I got a little bit bored, So, I'm gonna make a series, and I think I decided I'm gonna post at least like twice this month because I'm getting too impatient and I want to post another video. So, I'm just gonna have a warning saying that there is a lot of blood will be mentioned and more depressing stuff. So, yeah, if you don't like that kind of stuff, tap away. You have free will. Use it. So anyways, now I'm excited. Let's get right into the show. We got gang. So now I'm just going to start yapping about Enchi's backstory, and this totally isn't like my third time recording this because my frame-o keeps going on. So anyways, we're going to start. Enchi's birthday is December 28th. If you guys have the same birthday, congratulations. That is now a fact, I guess. And she is a Capricorn. She is introverted, and her favorite artist is Hanabi, Olivia Rodrigo, and Has Been Hotel, and most music like that, and she is 16 years old at this time. At the time where where something pretty bad happens, which I will explain in like a minute. So, hold on tight. God, what was I talking about? So Uzu came to kill everybody under the age of 11 and over the age of 18. Yes, my brain is a little special right now. He did that. He's doing that because he thinks that they're the most interesting to watch and the most the easiest to emotionally hurt. So, emotional damage. Emotional damage. But anyways, that's like a very long ago meme. I don't know when that... Anyways. When Uzu decided it was time for Enchi... Well, let's put this in a more PG form, okay? When Uzu decided that it was time for Enchi's parents and sister to go bye-bye, he came at the door. He just opened it without knocking or anything. I know, how rude. And he didn't even talk. He didn't even know his power yet because he just spawned in. And so he decided to use guns. Yes, America style. So let's go back to PG. He decided to get his pew-pew and then personally log Enchi's parents and Karina out of the server. Yes, that. But Enchi was still a child. She didn't understand what was happening. She was still confused. She didn't understand why or how such a happy day, a happy life, not a lifey life, what a happy life would just be gone in one day. It was so sudden. She saw her parents dead first, and she was sad. She was crying. She was still confused. And then what really broke her was when she saw her sister's lifeless, bleeding body on the ground, and she started sobbing, obviously, like everybody would do, I'm pretty sure. And she just was shaking and frozen at the same time. Just a mixture of those two. What did she do? Oh yeah, she went to her room and just stayed in there without food for a while, except for her like secret chip drawer or something, like her secret snacks, which she didn't have to hide from her parents anymore. So every once in a while, when she realized that she desperately needed food, her family members' bodies were still out in the kitchen where all the food was. So she would have to cover her eyes, hoping that she wouldn't step in anything she didn't want to step in, or like she was just hoping she would get food without having to look at them and relive the worst day of her life. So yeah, just imagine that, I guess. And what happened next? Honestly, I forgot. I'll be right back. But at some point, she was sort of saved. Her best friend, EXO, I will show a photo of her. Here's this queen, and then, she knocked on the door. It was her best friend from school. And she said hi, trying to hide the fact that she was crying for so many days because she thought it was embarrassing. She thought it was embarrassing that her family just died, and she was crying. Not quite sure why, but it just happens sometimes, I guess. Not that exact scenario, but, you get what I mean, right? EXO was pretty strong, but that, emotionally, EXO was pretty strong, but underneath the chaoticness and the, energetic stuff that she has, and the happiness that she always has, which makes Enchi also really happy, which is now, I guess, a replacement for Karina. I'm just kidding. But obviously, EXO was like, "Yo, you good? You don't sound too great," and Enchi just goes something like, not exactly like this. It's more serious, but like I'm funny, totally. I guess totally funny, and I can't be serious. So yes, we're just gonna do it like this. And she was like, "No, I'm not that great. My parents just logged out of the server, and then my sister did too. And then I didn't want them to log out of the server, and I'm still in the server. And And then EXO goes something like, "Shut up, you know that." I'm sorry. And now that the world is adultless, there's nobody to keep track of money, so the money doesn't really matter in this world because they can just go to the store and get anything they want, and it's free. So when they want food, they just go to the grocery store and grab anything they want. I know, how cool. Yay, now I want Oreos. Cool. Now, after all that, this part of the story is not very developed yet in my brain cells, except it's only my, maybe one brain cell, maybe it's half a brain cell, maybe less than that. But, this part, long story that I don't have yet short. EXO takes Enchi, they meet Himura and Hayate because they're already besties, and then at some point they meet Sota. So, and then happily ever after. I'm just kidding, but yeah. So you people watching this, the 10 viewers I have, you guys tell me who you want to hear about next. Yeah. So bread.